Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the center position. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Outside Butler. Butler, a screen on Conley. Back to Butler. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Curry against Gobert. Green with a screen on Gobert. There's the triple. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. And Gobert with the stuff.
Textbook pass to exploit the fast break. Gets it out ahead for the easy bucket.
Conley against Curry. Here's Podziemski. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
And the first one at the line is good. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
It's both from the stripe, and when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson-Davis late in the 2nd round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Now here's Green. Let's go with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Podziemski's got 5 now.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Pass to Podziemski. Outside Butler. Back to Podziemski. Inside. The 6-footer. And Curry puts it in.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Shot is good by Edwards.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Green, a screen. Podziemski. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Green.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Pass to Curry. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Gobert passes to Conley. Edwards looking it over. Picked by Gobert. He shoots. Edwards can't hit.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert passes to Randle. Right side Edwards. the 18-footer right on the mark. Edwards has got his second bucket of the night.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You've got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Long range from the inbound. The shot by Pajemski, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Conley. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Butler passes to Green. With the drive, and it's hammered home by Green.
Offensively, this is Green at his best in attack mode.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Well, the Warriors shooting 44% to start this ball game. Curry finds Green. Outside Moody. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Conley passes to Gobert. 4-3. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Randall against Butler. Randall inside. Shot clock at 5. Outside Edwards. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Warriors have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. Curry passes to Moody. Now Butler. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Outside for Randall. Beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. Conley against Curry. Pass to Moody. Fires for 3. Counted from distance. Moody's got 6.
Delicious dime from Curry there. One of the reasons his teammates love playing with him.
Randall outside. They get it again. Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
On the attack, Green. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Podziemski. He's got 5. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And we have to take another look at that block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Butler on the wing. Checked by Randall. Payton with a screen on Conley. 4 on the clock. The steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. There's the 3. Drops in the 3. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Curry. Hield on the wing. To win the run. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to Randall. The shot. It doesn't go for him.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
Now here's Hield. To the inside. Here's Payton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Payton's got his second basket on the night.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Randall, the pass to Clark. Reed, a screen on Kuminga. Clark. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis down low. Reed defending.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And so Randall will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Reed, a screen on Butler. For 3, Randall. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Butler against Randall. Hield from outside. And the 3-pointer goes. And the Warriors lead by 1.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Randall. He's got 5. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Well, the Warriors shooting with confidence in this one. 48% in the first quarter.
Smooth passing that time. Butler doing his best to keep everybody involved and in sync.
DiVincenzo with it. Reed, a screen on Hield. From behind the arc. DiVincenzo can't hit. The Warriors lead by 3. For 3. Kept alive. The shot that time not on target. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Pass to Reed. There's the block. And he's able to get it back. The shot no good. Now the Warriors with it. Kuminga down low. DiVincenzo covering. Butler against Randall. And it's Butler with the jam.
Throwing it down in style. Butler playing with a lot of force.
Left side, DiVincenzo. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Warriors on top, up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, I love the fact, too, that they've been aggressive in penetrating the defense, attacking that paint, getting the ball inside. So far, their aggressiveness has ruled the day.
Timberwolves trail by 5. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Jaden McDaniels, and it's Clark in at the 3 spot.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Now here's Payton to the paint. Here is DiVincenzo, and here's Clark for 3. Sinks it from distance. Clark's got 5 points.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Pass to Hield. Takes a 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves shooting pretty well at 45%. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The 3, DiVincenzo. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Hield passes to Moody. Down low. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Cole Clark with the slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Hield. Payton with a screen on DiVincenzo. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Miller's checked in for Clark.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Pass to Looney. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And there's a 3-second violation. Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Over Looney. Again, the Timberwolves score.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Warriors trail by 4. You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left off the catch. He can dribble into the 3 on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
Payton against Reed. And here's Kuminga for 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Reed in the post. Kuminga's on him. Reed, good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Kuminga. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Back to Hield. The 6-footer. Looney with the ball. Pass to Payton. 6 to shoot. Here's Moody. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now, I'd suggest that he stay with those basics because we've got a tight one here tonight.
Here's Alexander Walker. Reed for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Alexander Walker grabs the board. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Dillingham. No points yet. Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Hield. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Outside, DiVincenzo nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 5 now. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
He buries it from 3. And the Warriors lead by 1.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Pajimski's checked in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Payton. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Randall finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Hield. And here's Edwards outside. Pajimski grabs the board. The Warriors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to Curry. Now Hield fires the 3. No good on the shot.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Now here's Butler. And Butler is there for the flush.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Conley passes to Randall. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randall's got 8.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time. Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now here's Curry. Curry takes it in, and he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Now here's Green, and he banks in the layup. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing them to do work scoring the ball.
Conley passes to Edwards. Edwards rises up and powers it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now here's Curry. Hield from outside. Buries it from 3. Hield's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
Conley against Curry. Lets it fly. A shot by Conley. No good. The Warriors lead by 5. Outside, Green. Pass to Pajemski. 6 on the shot clock. Fires away from way outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Randle. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, he goes up high for the 2-handed slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He has 7. Hield with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. And it's Hield missing. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Here's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got rebound number 8 now. Curry finds Hield. And again, no good by Golden State.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Edwards. Get up, Anthony Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Curry against Conley. Here's Pajemski. Left side, Green. 3-pointer. Curry's shot is off. It's a close one here in San Francisco. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Outside Butler. Outside Pajemski. Lets the 3 fly. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
For 3, Randle hits a 3-pointer. Randle's got 11.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. The 3 from Curry. That shot is off. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minnesota up 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Green out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. The shot by Conley, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Here's Gobert. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels can't hit. The Warriors leading. And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Curry from deep three-point land. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Curry's got 7.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here's Conley. Lets it go from deep. Hauled in by Curry.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Jimmy Butler showing us some nice moves and strong handles, too.
Randall outside. Edwards for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Butler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, look at Green. So smart, so athletic.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
To halt the run. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors lead by 5. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Randall. 11 points in the game. McDaniels finds Randall. Sends it home from three-point land. 14 points for him.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
Close in. Moses Moody.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Now here's Curry. He has 7. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Clock at 6. Moody passes to Curry. And here's Butler outside.
Good defensive footwork there. Randall affecting that shot.
Butler can't get it to go. Randall can't hit. The Warriors lead by 4. Moody from outside. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Conley. The rebound by Moody. Golden State is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Offensive rebound. Outside for Butler. Launches it. And again, no good by Golden State. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. To the middle. Here's Randall. Count that bucket. Randall's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randall, so good at finishing inside.
Pass to Green. And here's Butler. Fires from deep. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now. For the lead. They get it back. The kick out to Conley. McDaniels from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. McDaniels got 8.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Pass to Pajimski to snap the cold streak. On target from range. He's got 11.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Nice! Oh, big finish!
Man! That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
And here's Butler outside. It's rebounded by Minnesota. It's stolen by Curry. Curry creates inside.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Butler finds Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Conley passes to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors lead by 4. Here's Butler. Look at Butler finish the break.
You got to tag Butler in transition. He's got the quickness and athleticism to shred defenses in the open floor.
Outside Edwards. Shot to stop the run. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Gobert with it. Green picks him up. It's stolen by Curry. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And it's Butler with the jam.
Butler's focus on the offensive end really giving him an edge right now. When he gets locked in like that, he can be highly productive.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Randall outside. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, Randall put some extra on that slam, entertaining the fans and the broadcasters.
Pass to Butler from outside the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Here's Edwards. McDaniels with it. From deep, Conley. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got rebound number 11. Green, the pass to Curry. Outside Moody. This one for 3. And Conley grabs the miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. For 3, Randall knocks down the long J. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Outside Butler. Takes the three. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Butler on the bounce. And it's Butler with the jam.
Once Butler has some speed behind him, watch out. You know he's looking to throw that thing down.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And it's Buddy Hield in for Stephen Curry. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Conley. Good.
That's just a smart, wily drive by Butler, cutting past the defense to get a high percentage look.
Now Randall. 21 points in the game. Takes it inside. And it's Randall with the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pass to Clark. DiVincenzo with it. Jackson Davis picks him up. And here's Clark for three. The rebound by Payton. Payton's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Jackson Davis. Butler up top. Butler double team. Clock at 4. Here's Payton. No good with the triple. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Randall. 1:03 left in the third. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hield passes to Payton. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Spencer's checked in for the Warriors. Minot's checked in for the Timberwolves. .44 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's DiVincenzo. 7 points in the game. Pass to Clark. Over Payton. And the basket by Clark. Clark's got 9. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Now Payton. The 3 ball. Sinks the tray. And the Warriors lead by 9. DiVincenzo with it. Inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up 7. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Timberwolves, We've got Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the 3.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here is DiVincenzo. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Spencer. Pass to Kuminga. Shoots over Ingles. And the baseline jumper, no good. The Timberwolves shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Outside, Alexander-Walker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Ingles.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Spencer. DiVincenzo covering. To the wing, right side. Here's Kuminga. The rebound by Ingles.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, just a menace inside.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. And here's Clark for 3. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors lead by 5. Pass to Spencer. And here's Payton. Now here's Jackson Davis. Reed defending. Now here's Kuminga. Just 5 on the clock. Spencer, no good. DiVincenzo with it. Ingles, a screen on Payton. Back to Ingles. Now Clark. He takes it in. Oh, Clark with the slam.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Spencer. DiVincenzo covering. Jackson Davis. No good on the 3.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
DiVincenzo to pass to Clark. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Warriors lead by 3. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Payton's shot is good.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Clark outside. Reed to screen on Payton. And here's Clark for 3. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Spencer. And here's Edwards outside. Kuminga pulls it in.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Looney passes to Payton to the inside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Outside Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Curry passes to Looney. Now Kuminga, guarded by Edwards. Kuminga's shot is off. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they've battled back.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Looney passes to Payton. Now here's Curry. Back to Payton. Puts up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Miller outside to take the lead. Rebounded by Hield. Hield's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Kuminga for 3. And the Warriors miss again. The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And he dunks it down.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Green's checked in for Looney. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He ripped into their perimeter game and their energy level, saying to his guys, you're just running through the motions out there. There's no hustle or desire to chase them off the three-point line or to try to get open looks from deep on the other end. Guys.
And Allie, thanks. Outside Pajemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 15-5 run. Conley passes to Edwards. Over Moody. Edwards, no good. The Warriors trailing. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Randall outside. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Here's Moody. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Over Butler. Gobert, no good. The Warriors leading. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Butler draws the attention and kicks to a teammate. Perfection.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Anthony Edwards reigns one in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Conley against Curry. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage, never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Edwards. And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Here's Butler. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Conley. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green. Green's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And it's Butler with the jam.
And Butler relishes this. I mean, he feels really comfortable going right at the defense at crucial points in the game.
Edwards for 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, I like the determination and the hustle. This guy leaves it all out there every time he's between the lines.
Now here's Butler. The 3 from Curry. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
Conley with the ball. Outside McDaniels. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Jaden McDaniels, what a moment. Huge bucket there.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. From the arc. Offensive board. The shot by Conley, no good. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Outside Curry. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Outside Edwards. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Here's Edwards. Cash!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. .43 seconds left in the final quarter. Curry against McDaniels. Here's Moody. Count it!
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there.
He's lucky to get away with that, though, guys. I mean, it could have earned him a technical for hanging on too long.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Edwards against Green. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Randall outside. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive.
Not a bad foul right there.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
What composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
.19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, Randall. No good from 3-point range. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Conley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. Boy, a hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce and really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Curry. The kick outside to Butler. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Conley. Count it.
Well, if you give Mike Conley any kind of position on the interior, he is just crafty enough to finish it.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's McDaniels. The Warriors making the shot. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They get it back. Out to Conley. Shoots over Curry. And it's Conley that time on the assist from Randall. Conley's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Randall outside. Inside. Here's Edwards. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Moody. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shoots it. And Moody pulls it down.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Up top, Curry. He's defended by Randall. Curry's shot is good.
Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Randall outside. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Launches a 3, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 5 points so far.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Outside Butler. Green with a screen on Randall. Here's Butler. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Julius Randle picks one up.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Conley following the basket by Stephen Kerr. Conley dishes to Edwards. No good on the 3. The Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Podziemski. Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Timberwolves trail. Conley scanning the floor. And here's Randall. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Three-pointer, Randall. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, terrific movement from the big man. Rudy Gobert starting to master the screen and roll.
Butler against Randall. Oh, in the jam by Butler.
Well, a little show and tell from the Butler. Jimmy giving the fans their money's worth.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Warriors making a change here. Payton's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker's checked in. Outside Conley. And he banks in the layup. Conley's got 6 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Three-pointer, Butler. Julius Randle with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Warriors have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Pass to Curry. Butler is screen on Conley. It's Curry outside. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup.
There's a competitive edge to Draymond Green's game that makes him willing to try to score it on the interior. That's pretty.
Here's Edwards. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Edwards got his 3rd bucket of the night. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Payton kicks to Butler. Clock at 6. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Podziemski with it. Pass to Green. Over Gobert. Green, no luck.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Randle passes to Edwards. Shoots over Podziemski. Here's Alexander Walker.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Kuminga comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Free throw no good for Alexander Walker. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Moody's checked in for Kuminga. Daniels, he's checked in for Minnesota. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Now, here's DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. Reed in the post. Jackson Davis defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three for DiVincenzo. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Warriors trail by 3. Swiped it away. Now here's Reed. Defended by Moody. They get it back. Fades away. And it's off the back rim. No good. Golden State's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
Yeah, this is what happens when you give Jimmy Butler a lane. He's going to make you pay.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Moody. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Butler dishes to Heel. Pass to Jackson Davis. Down low, here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Now here's Randall. Over Butler. Here's McDaniels. Good, nice job down low. McDaniels got his second bucket tonight.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
DiVincenzo against Hield, and shot on the way. Fires from deep. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over to the left wing. McDaniels passes to Reed, and here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Three-pointer, Hield. The shot, no good. And so it's Mike Conley making highlights for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there, and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So it's the Warriors now. They trail by 1. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, you've got Naz Reid. Clark is out there with Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Kuminga kicks to Hield. Clock at 4. Back to Kuminga. The 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And here is DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Knocks down the 3 ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Payton. Hield outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Hield's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Warriors.
The specialty of Buddy Hield is a 3-point shot. You give him an opportunity to respond, and he's going to say, yes, sir.
Here's Alexander Walker, and Moody pulls it down. Moody's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jackson Davis with it. He's against Reed. Hield outside. For the 3. He can't hit that time. Timberwolves shooting well. They're at 45%. McDaniels passes to Reed. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Moody. McDaniels dishes to Clark. That 3 off the mark. The Warriors lead it. On the wing, Payton. McDaniels defending. Moody's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. DiVincenzo against Hield. Top of the key, Payton. Over Clark. And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Hield. And the Warriors lead by 2. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo against Hield. He takes it in, and that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Moody finds Jackson Davis. Hield with it. Defended by DiVincenzo. And then Hield with the dunk.
Wow, buddy, Hield taking flight, showing he is more than just a three-point specialist.
DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. It's good from long range. McDaniels got 7 points. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
There's Kuminga, and Kuminga throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Hield the pass to Moody. Here's the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Hield with the bucket.
The jumper is the calling card of Buddy Hield. It's why he's been able to score points consistently in his career.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Shoots over Jackson Davis. Misses the fallback J. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. DiVincenzo against Hield to the paint. Clark inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Clark's got 5 now.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
DiVincenzo against Hield. Beyond the arc. Minnesota with the rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Jackson Davis. Guarded by Reed. And Kuminga throws it down.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Timberwolves trail by 3. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Moses Moody. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Gary Payton. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Mike Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now here's Conley. He's got 9. Randall no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Gobert with a screen for Conley. Lets it go from deep. Randall outside. Outside Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists tonight.
Mike Conley starting to percolate a little bit here. Look out, defenders.
Podziemski with it. Defended by DiVincenzo. Here's Hield. He's got 9. Curry looking around. From the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. 3-pointer. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
He's off on the second. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Butler kicks to Curry. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Randall down low. Curry meets him. Randall with the bucket.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Green bounce pass. They double team Curry. To the inside. Green against Gobert. Green, the pass to Moody. And the 3 off target. Minnesota shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now, here's McDaniels. Defended by Moody. Gobert with a screen on Butler. Randall from outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Lets the 3 fly. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Fires the 3. They get the rebound. The kick outside to Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. 3-pointer, Randall. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a 3. 3-pointer, Butler. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He's been a major threat from 3-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Warriors leading by 4. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Butler out there with Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, you have to respect how aggressive Draymond Green is. If he's got the ball in his hands, he's ready to fire.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Podziemski. Edwards defending. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Timberwolves. And it's off from 3-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Now, Green, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 6. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Outside for Randall. Bangs home the trifecta. Randall's got 7 points.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Pass to Podziemski. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Curry, and there's the drive. Feeding the contact with agility. Curry.
Boy, there's a level of physicality that Steph Curry is displaying. A hard drive through some contact, hard-earned basket.
Randall outside. A putback, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. 9 points in the game so far.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
Pass to Pajemski. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Curry kicks to Butler. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Conley's shot is off. Warriors leading by 6. This one for 3. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Randall surveying the D. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. To the middle. Here's Edwards. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Moody the pass to Green. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota with the ball. 6-point game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Here's Butler. Butler drives it in and dunks it home.
Well, that's exactly what you hope to get to offensively. Jimmy Butler off the bounce, getting downhill.
McDaniels kicks to Gobert. Conley with the 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gobert with it. Now Green defending. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Pajemski finds Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Randall. Back to McDaniels. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Timberwolves trail by 6. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Now here's Green after the miss from Stephen Curry. Green, the pass to Moody. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Moody's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the 3. That's a dangerous proposition.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Conley. Green with the block.
A valuable, dogged defender. Draymond Green doing his thing.
And slam dunk by Butler.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Randall outside. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Now here's Conley. 15 points in the game. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And some changes here for the Warriors. Gary Payton is checked in for Brendan Pajemski. And Hield subbed in for Curry. Timberwolves also changing it up. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Now, here's Moody. Payton outside. Green dishes to Payton. Makes it off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Golden State. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Golden State.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 20. Just 5 on the clock. Can he keep it going? Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. DiVincenzo with it. Butler covering. Inside. Gobert double teamed. Back to DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spencer's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Now here's Butler. Pass to Spencer. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves trail by 15. And here is DiVincenzo. Defended by Kuminga. Here's Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, this is the all-around game of Julius Randle, right? We think that he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Now, here's Kuminga. 9 points in the game so far, and it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Randall outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. Chalk up 2 there. Reed's got 8 points. Warriors leading by 12. Outside Butler. Into the
Oh, late rotation defensively. Butler going to turn the lights out with a pretty jam.
Now DiVincenzo. He's got 5. Pass to Reed over Butler. No good from the wing. The Warriors shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Out to Payton. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Timberwolves trail by 14. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer Randall. The shot off that time.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Looking to end his cold spell. And Reed has it in the corner. Tries yet again. And it's laid in by Randall. He's got 9.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. D right on him. Clark outside. Cranes the three-pointer. Clark's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
Oh, you can see the swagger and the body language. Jimmy Butler is cooking, and he's letting the defense know it.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kuminga against Randle. There's 14 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Reed kicks to Clark. Off target from outside. Outside, Kuminga. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Dillingham is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Miller, and it's Reed, and at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Santos. Buries it from 3-point range. Santos has got his first 3 points of the game.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. Pulls up. Kept alive. Back to DiVincenzo. Kuminga with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Here's Santos. Dillingham with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Here's Miller. And he lays it straight in. Warriors leading by 14. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Kuminga finds Payton. And the dunk by Payton.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. To the inside. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
DiVincenzo against Payton. Now here is Miller to the paint. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Hield. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Here's Dillingham. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Dillingham's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Santos, the pass to Looney. And here is Hield. Lets it go with a three. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 17. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. It's stolen by Kuminga. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Pass to Santos. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Santos has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors. Here's DiVincenzo, covered by Payton. To the wing right side. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Warriors. Timberwolves also changing it up. Minot's checked in, and it's Joe Ingles in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. On the basket by Payton.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Hield. Dillingham with the bucket. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Kuminga. A three ball. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his fourth rebound in this one. Dillingham with it. Now guarded by Hield. And here's Ingles outside. And no good that time.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kuminga, no good. Timberwolves trail by 20. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Minot. Back to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors leading by 20. He's looking for Ingles and finds him. And now the Timberwolves on the break. By himself. Throws down the breakaway jam.
I'll tell you, Joe Ingles is proving that as a passer, he is a special player.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Looney. Back to Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Dillingham. Covered by Hield. Goes up from the top of the key. Dillingham, no good. Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Kuminga. Over Ingles. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dillingham with it. Now Ingles. Defended by Kuminga. And Joe Ingles hits from deep. Ingles has got himself on the board with 3 there.
So you've got to chase Joe Ingles off that three-point line because he is lethal.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jimmy Butler.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Outside for Curry. The The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, pre-shot preparation and being ready on the catch, that is Stephen Curry in a nutshell.
Pass to McDaniels. Randle with the ball from outside the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Outside Curry. Now here's Butler. McDaniels defending. McDaniels against Butler. Good. Butler's got 17 points here in the second half.
Yeah, that's fantastic execution. Jimmy Butler has excellent touch close to the rim.
Here's Gobert, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Now here's Butler. From outside, off the mark. Randle with the ball. Butler covering. Teardrop shot. Randle no good. Warriors leading by 19 points. And here is Moody. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Conley against Curry. Here's McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Now here's Butler. Outside for Curry. Just 3 to shoot. It's good from about 19 feet. Curry's got 22.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Conley into the lane. Green with the block. Now Curry. Pass to Moody. Now here's Curry. Green with a screen on Conley. Takes the 3. Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 20. Driving the lane. Conley's shot is off. Curry with it. Outside Butler. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards looking it over. A minute 50 left here in the fourth quarter. Warriors leading by 20. Here's Curry. And here is Moody. Down low. Here's Butler. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Minnesota shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Butler.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Podziemski with it. Conley picks him up. Green with a screen for Curry. Launches it. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Warriors lead by 21.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen for McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Now here's Conley. Right side, Edwards. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.